everyone in internet land. If you're whatever you're doing out there, just wanted to have greetings. My name is Doc. I'm here uh, with one of these guys I've been talking to for like the last, I'd say, like fucking 15 years. We both used to post on this website called srk.com. The real ones know what this is all about. His name is Hawking. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, yeah. So on this show, I've been talking to. I thought this was funny because I was talking with this with somebody else. I've been talking to people from around the globe. So you're like, you never like how in Street Fighter 2 you'd be like Japan, Thailand, like. So like I've been hitting up like places like that, and that kind of like wanted me to talk to somebody that was from my community back then. We call it the fighting game community because I don't like saying esports. And
Yeah.
Hawking is one of those dudes that we've been like chopping up back and forth about pro wrestling in the pro wrestling topic on SRK, which which for those that don't know, it was the biggest fighting game forum there was, and personally, I kind of miss it for what it was before. How about you, man?
Well, I joined in 2011, so it pretty much wasn't the pretty much free for all that I always hear that it was pre Street Fighter 4.
Oh yeah, you missed the K grooves. Don't worry, you missed that era, man. But it's cool.
A lot of like that. Pretty much, so a lot of the more like aggressive behavior wasn't as prominent when I joined up.
Yeah, yeah. So so you like wrestling? I like wrestling. How did you get into wrestling?
I've been watching wrestling as long as I can remember. I'm pretty sure that my dad got me into it because he used to be a fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much like my earliest memories of wrestling is probably during the peak of the new generation era of WWE.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
I love that, man. I know
yeah,
people always shit on it, but like, come on, man. I
yeah,
I like the smoking guns
yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
I like
I
I
remember.
like Undertaker and Goldust and Batman Bigelow. That was at Mankind. That was my stuff, man.
Yeah, like the earliest memory I can remember watching wrestling was like the '94 SummerSlam with the Bret and Owen cage match for the title
Uh,
and the double Undertakers.
Leslie Nielsen trying to find the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know about that, man. I was
Yeah.
all about that stuff. So like, do you mind telling people where you're from? I bet they could guess from your accent that you from the East Coast.
Oh yeah, I'm from New York, Bronx, New York.
BX all day. Brr, you're. Um, so yeah.
I hear
So
that a lot around.
yeah, 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 yeah. And like I know like we talk about territories and that. I know New York is pretty much WWEville, but people kind of sleep like it's also like where Ring of Honor and like ECW also like set up their place and like exploded. Um, and like so what was it about like pro wrestling that like spoke to you besides your dad like watching it and you watching it?
I think that what I always liked about wrestling is it gave me something to invest in outside of just the fights.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because like I got pretty much I was instantly drawn to the Undertaker. Cause there's this like creepy looking zombie man who pretty much just impervious to anything that people threw at him. Like
Uh,
it's just no selling everything, and he will win most of the time. And I thought Paul Bear was funny.
oh yes. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
because you got this pudgy pale guy fucking just wailing every time you will talk, just like glazing up the Undertaker and everything that he can do.
yeah,
while
yeah,
while holding an urn that had all of his supernatural that was the source of all of his supernatural powers.
yeah, man. He would hold up that urn and Undertaker would sit up
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
that that is cool, man. Like So besides the action, it's like also the character stuff for you. So
Yeah,
like the
yeah, it's
lore,
like
like
yes, the lore, because because the thing is, like, I like to be invested in what I want to be invested in the characters and what is happening, so the action can mean something to me.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I mean, like fighting, like, because fighting for the sake of it is just boring to me.
yeah, I can
Because
see that.
yeah, because cause I want to know, like, it's like everybody's got a story. It's like I want to know what their stories are.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
remember
finish those
I remember
stories.
how Yeah, I remember how devastated I was when I think when the Undertaker was feuding with the $1 Million Corporation and Kama turned his urn into a chain.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. Actually, like, so the first house show I went to, it had the main event was Kama versus Undertaker in a casket match, and Kama came out there with that gold chain, trying to look all hard, showing it off to the crowd, like, "Hey, yo, I made this man my bitch. I made his earn my chain." And he's like all showing up to the crowd, and man, my other question is like, um, have you ever been to a live show?
I started going to house shows in my adulthood. I never managed to go as a kid.
Okay,
Pretty much
yeah,
my first house show. Yeah, my first house show was was doing the holiday tour. Pretty much they would do they do a show every year at Madison Square Garden the day after
oh,
Christmas. Yeah,
that's
that was
one
my
of
first house.
that's crazy, man. What was the show like?
I really enjoyed the show. And
Okay,
from what like the thing I remember the most about that show, I believe that was the first time that Randy Orton had wrestled against Bray Wyatt.
okay,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
and I also believe I think the opening match was a triple threat with like with Wade Barrett defending the Intercontinental title against Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose.
okay. And dude, that's you say all these names, and that's like, it's weird to think that that's ancient history. Like, because you
Yeah,
know, like how wrestling, like every 5 years, it's like a whole different game after every 5 years. And like,
yeah.
man, when you went into Madison Square Garden, did you kind of like, because you've been watching for a while, did you feel like the history in that building? Did you feel like, oh dang, this is where like all these legendary moments like happened, like the ladder match
Well,
with, go on, go
And
ahead.
yeah, yeah, when I went there, like the very first thing I was starting to look for is I want to look out for the entrance
Oh
because I
yeah,
remember how yeah, especially like whenever they do televised shows in the garden, they always have like this narrow small entrance because they can't fit the whole set there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I just love just how small and simple that entrance was, and that was like the first thing that just like oh that I remember when Cena came back from the Rumble and, with his broken neck and he came through those doorways and also like WrestleMania 10.
Yeah. It's a
Like
shame they remodeled the MSG because I think they took that out because they haven't used that forever. Like, also one of the other ones I think about for that entrance is like Royal Rumble 2000 with the taxi cab when Jeff Hardy did that swanton.
yeah, yeah, I remember that.
That dude, yeah, that's like, because like people call MSG Wrestling Mecca, and like when you think about like the cars they had there, like even like New Japan had like one of they're probably like their biggest American, not probably, their biggest American show at MSG. And every time you watch it, like they talk about the history of the building. And the history of the building
Yeah,
is intrinsically tied to the history of the business. And even though that's like WWE, and which I know like not everybody is a fan of, but it's like you think about the moments that happened there, and it's like, wow.
I actually did attend that New Japan show at Madison Square Garden.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I did attend it. It was an ROH New Japan Super Show.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was on Super Card of Honor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
Yeah,
was
I mean, like when I was there, like they really hyped up the fact how they were like the first, was it non WWE wrestling show to run the building in I don't know how many years.
yeah. I actually really love that show too. I think it was Okada and Jay White as the main
Yeah,
event.
that was
Uh,
the main event.
yeah. So like,
You know what?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, while I was there, I loved the all the New Japan matches.
Oh yeah,
It's like the ROH like the ROH matches were pretty lackluster, even despite how good the talent were.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much one of the best. I think probably one of the best moments, or at least for the ROH stuff, was during the ladder match. So like
Oh
during the ladder,
yeah.
yeah,
Matt
yeah, you know,
Taven,
like that,
Puerto Rico,
yeah,
wepa wepa wepa.
yeah. Like I remember the thing. I think there was a point in the match where I think like Matt Taven just threw the ladder and it hit somebody in the front row.
Oh,
And, and then the entire crowd was chanting that that's a lawsuit
yo,
because he really hit whoever was that in that front row with that ladder. Like it hit.
that's crazy, man.
I don't
That's
know if that ever came up. I don't know if that came across on the pay per view, but like it was a loud chant.
oh okay, yeah. I'm gonna go back and check that out. So, uh, so me and you, we have this connection like with fighting games and pro wrestling because we've been talking about this stuff forever. What do you think of like the through line between the fighting game community and the pro wrestling fandom? Because if you look it up, like dudes like Justin Wong, would be like he said like, oh, his favorite wrestler is John Cena, and he feels like every time he played the game in the tournament, he was John Cena
Mhm.
trying to overcome the evil. So like, what do you see as the through line between both fandoms?
I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's pretty much it's like pretty much fighting games give people characters to invest in. If
Yeah.
they care about that part of the game. Exactly, pretty much.
Hmm.
And also it's like pretty much the victory streams are practically promos that characters cut whenever they win their matches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much,
My main in like Super
yeah.
Turbo is Bison, right? And like
Mhm,
you when you play the game, there's always like the opening, and that always makes you think of like the
mhm,
intro to the like the entrances, and then like the victory pose is always like makes you think like when Hulk Hogan would do his posing or Sting would do like the muscle poses after the match. That's how I would feel every time I'd win in like the arcade.
yeah. And also, just how inherently hammy fighting games tend to be, especially like with Alpha 3. Like, holy hell, with that announcer, like, yeah, you would think it's like somebody like I don't know, like a Joey Styles is just calling the match. I'm calling the fight as it's happening.
Yeah, those that announcer pre-match announcing, that's also fun. Like from Street Fighter, or like you get that intro from. I always would hope like somebody from wrestling would still like the Guilty Gear line, Heaven or Hell, let's fight. Like something like that. That'd be sick to me,
Who
but
knows? Who knows? Maybe if Kenny Omega was a fan of Guilty Gear, they probably would have brung him in to do that.
oh man, Kenny
Because
Omega, he said that Dragon Ball Fighter Z is not a real fighting game. Uh,
I'm,
and he loved Street Fighter 5, and I don't know, but
I like
he's
Street Fighter
cool.
5.
It's all right, but like I'm gonna go
Oh,
for 4 or Street Fighter Turbo. And recently I've been playing Third Strike a lot, and that's weird to me to go from Super Turbo and now I'm loving Third Strike after 30 years of saying, "Oh man, this game sucks. I don't know how anybody can play it," and now I'm loving the game.
yeah, pretty much Third Strike has been my favorite Street Fighter game. Like it still is.
Think about like
Pretty much,
Turbo and Alex in that game.
yeah,
Uh,
pretty much Alex. Yeah, like I play Alex. I occasionally play Hugo.
uh,
Hell,
yeah.
like
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, and then again, I would probably play Q if I knew how to play charge characters.
Oh yeah.
Like I try, but it's
When I see that
like
one dude, that one Japanese dude who plays Q, and it's like he's playing a whole different game, that always is like that's like always like weird to me. Like, how is he playing Q
mhm,
like this?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. His name escapes me though.
yeah. His name escapes me. I don't know if it's Kuroda or something, but it says something. Um, and that leads me to this. So you say you play Alex. Is there like any grapplers in the games like King of Fighters, SNK, Capcom, whatever, like Tekken, the King? Is there like any like wrestler grappler characters that you gravitated to because of your fandom?
Well, yeah, because like pretty much wrestling is what I care about the most as far as fighting goes.
Okay.
So like I always gravitate towards grapplers for that reason. It's like I play like if I play Street Fighter, like I'm playing Alex, I'm playing Mika. See, like I don't know, play Birdie.
I play T-Hawk.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, T Hawk, yeah, him too. Play T Hawk. So like when Tekken drop, I always play King and Armor King. Actually, I love playing King now since pretty much since I recognize all the moves he does now. Like I love that he has like a stunner and a rock bottom
Does
and
the
the Mexican
Rainmaker?
yeah, the Rainmaker. God, I wish that was still his rage art in 8.
Yeah, well, with
Yeah.
all the changes coming to 8, you never know that.
Yeah.
So like are you in the closet as a wrestling fan, or does everybody know that you're a wrestling fan?
Everybody knows I'm a wrestling fan. Like, well, it's like I'm not gonna keep that in the closet. It's just like it's like hell. It's like I heard all like I've been a wrestling fan my entire life. It's not no slander that anybody can say to me that I haven't already heard before.
I got you. I
It's
got you.
yeah, yeah, and anyway, it doesn't really extend more to just like this shit is fake, right? Yes,
Yeah.
just how your favorite reality show is fake, and you still enjoy it, don't you?
I mean, John Wick is fake. What are you talking about? That's not
Yeah, I
really
mean,
that's not really Keanu Reeves out there doing. I mean, there it is also, but he's not really like killing people. He's like fake killing people.
yeah. I'm just saying, is like hearing somebody like want to clown me for being a wrestling fan while they're like while they watch Love and Hip Hop, and it's just like
Yo.
it's like you're really going to tell this shit to me? Like really?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. That always is funny to me. Like people, they just say, "Oh, I love this garbage reality show," or like, "Yeah, I love wrestling." Kind of the same kind of thing. And
Yeah.
like my wife personally, she got into like it through Total Divas, and that's how I was able to get her to convince her to go with me to SummerSlam 2013,
Dude,
which
dude,
you know,
it's it's insane just how many fans that show managed to get how many people that show managed to convert into fans.
yeah,
Like I know I know a lot of the current crop of female wrestlers on NXT and in other places pretty much got into wrestling because they watched Total Divas.
they're watching it with their moms.
Yeah,
just, just
yeah,
like you think about it, like yeah, it's a little bit cooler. I mean, it's a little bit colder now with women's wrestling. I wish they were in the main events like they were like 3, 4 years ago, but it's coming back up, hopefully.
well, it's like they don't really give them a lot of time, and not only that, is like they don't get pretty much at least with current WWE like a lot of them just don't get the chance to get over. I mean, like we got like Michin or Mia Yim as I prefer to refer to her as.
Oh
Like
yeah,
she like
she's actually from my hometown, so I'm like I
yeah,
always back her.
yeah, it's like she's regularly featured on SmackDown,
Yeah,
but she gets no reactions.
yeah,
She gets
yeah.
but it's like, of course she's not going to get any reactions.
She's
Like
not doing
you
the
don't give her any
promos.
promo. She gets no promo time. She gets no vignettes. It's like what am I rooting for here? Exactly. It's just like okay, you just bring her out. She has a good match and that's it.
Yeah,
It's like
no.
it's
Like
like
you
you're not
said,
really giving.
you're a characters guy, and honestly, for wrestlers to get over, they need to get their characters over. And like you even see this in stuff like in New Japan, they do like backstage promos, they do after match promos with the live mic, and they're getting over with their promo, and they're
Yeah,
building this week to week. And even in AEW, where they say like, oh, this is where the best wrestle, but who's the most over dude there? It's Kenny Omega cutting promos saying like, "I'm trying to come back. I fought for my life." Stuff like that. That's
Well,
what brings people in.
well, well. The thing about Kenny Omega is, at least with him, like a lot of his a lot of his charisma and character stuff, it happens within the ring.
Yeah.
So like, so I can see how he can get over like that, but like with Mia Yim, like they don't give her anything. Like
Oh yeah.
she
Well,
like
you.
she's not. It's like she's not getting promos. She's not getting vignettes. Like she's not telling stories. They're not letting her tell stories in a ring. It's
She's
just
not
like just
even.
have good match.
Yeah. And that's a lot of
It's,
the. That's a lot of this people too. Cause like, look at Mello. Look at Mello. He
yeah.
was alright in NXT, but like now what? He's the Mrs. like little. But yeah, man, I digress about that.
Uh, I'm not even sure what's going on there. I'm not sure if the Miz is acting as his manager or they're a tag team. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there.
Yeah,
But it's like Melo doesn't really need a hype guy, and if he does, like Trick Williams is still in NXT and he was a lot better at it.
yeah, yeah, man. It's like so like when we talk like about wrestling fandoms and like wrestling fans and all that stuff, me and you have continually clashed on like, uh, I know you're a big Cody guy, I know you're a big
Yes.
Punk guy, and you know that I'm not. But like, I think what people need to understand is like, even though like we as fans don't have, we're not always gonna have the same opinions, but like the overlying thing is the through line between us is we both love this stuff, and whether it's like WWE or Lucha Libre or anything like that, it's like, dude, this gets over with us. We see the action, we see the characters, we see, I don't know, like if like the glitz and glamour and the big production speaks to you. It kind of does to me when I'm watching. Because if I'm watching something and it's like the worst production, I just don't want to watch it.
Yeah, same here. Pretty much, it's kind of like it's hard. It's like it's hard for me to watch something when I know like when the production value isn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but even that because I know like early AEW, like their sound production was horrid.
Oh
But at
God.
least
Yeah.
hell, hell, they still have sound issues. But at least like all right, the rest of the production is good.
Yeah.
But then but then you have something like say I think like JCW.
GC, I freaking hate
Yeah,
GCW.
it's like pretty much it's like they have shows that look like they're in high school gyms or maybe at some freaking trailer park somewhere.
But see, like,
And it
yeah, man.
and
WWE
it
had used to film Raw like in legit high school gyms, but they made it look good. Like
yeah,
they made like that those Raws look good, and that's like that's something that people don't think about. Like you could be
yeah,
in a high school gym, but you can make it look good. Like when AEW switched to like from those empty basketball arenas to these smaller like things that look like the ECW arena or Hammerstein, now it looks good. They
yeah,
make
because they
those
can
venues
fill
look
it.
good.
Oh, sorry, continue.
They made those buildings look good because it's filled, and then the way they film it and the way they light it, all it takes is a little effort and production. But I know not everybody has the money for that.
Huh? Oh, even if the production is great, you can still make things look good. Like I remember pretty much a few years ago, I used to watch What Culture's promotion. You know
Okay,
when
yeah,
yeah, What Culture's pro wrestling. Then when they went into Defiant, I mean they mostly held a lot of their shows like in armories and such. But it's like the lighting was bad, but overall like the atmosphere was good,
yeah, yeah.
and the production style was good.
Like I
And
say, to each their own. I never like to yuck people's yums, so to speak. Speaking of
well,
that, um, so do you have a specific super or move that's a wrestling move that you think is like your favorite animated move from whatever fighting game?
mm, favorite. I would say I really love King's RKO.
Okay. Hey
I really
man,
love King.
those cutters, those cutters are
Yeah.
cool, man. I personally, um, I like uh, I like Clark's running power bomb.
Mm,
The Because it reminded me of like when Mike Awesome would do that stuff.
mm,
And yeah, man. I used to like to I really like to end these things like how I used to like to end my dinners or however I get my meals when I go out to eat, and that's with dessert. So,
mm.
my brother, what's your favorite dessert?
See, I pretty much love. I love cheesecake.
Okay.
Yeah, like love cheesecake and many of his varieties, like with strawberry, pretty much coconut and banana, whatever it is. Like, can't really go wrong with cheesecake with me.
Oh yeah. I love cheesecake,
Yeah.
and I know I'm basic because I love Cheesecake Factory cheesecake too.
Mm.
But
Hey,
yeah.
I haven't had bad cheesecake, so
Oh
I love it from wherever.
yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to thank you for coming on, talking to me, chopping it up. Because what I really like to let my audience know is no matter what you watch, everybody's connected somehow. And as you can see me talking to this dude who loves WWE, he also loves pro wrestling in general. And I think oftentimes people disregard the WWE fans as actual fans. But we've been in this.
Yeah, yeah. I think I don't do tribalism at
Yeah,
all. It's like there's been times where I kind of just stopped watching WWE entirely. Like I remember when AEW started up, that was like the only wrestling I watched for like a few years.
yeah.
Like I didn't like that was like the only wrestling I would watch, and I would occasionally watch some NWA.
Power.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
like pre-pandemic Power was actually pretty good. But
Oh,
when they came back, when they made Brodus Clay their champion, it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
hey man, Brodus Clay versus Trevor Murdoch. That's the gritty NWA title match
Yo,
that Edge talked
I,
about.
I was like, how did they have Nick Aldis lose his belt to Trevor Murdoch? This like, oh god.
He doesn't even sing
Yo,
anymore.
It's funny. Like I would tell people who knew about Power is like, yo, watching this show is like watching Sunday Night Heat.
Literally, literally.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you telling me you got a title match between JTG and Chris Masters, and I'm not supposed to think this is Sunday Night Heat?
Yeah, man. All right. It's been good talking to you, bro. I'll probably see you in these streets. You'll probably get these hands. I know. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah,
Oh,
man.
you play. All right,
Oh,
man. Good,
yeah.
good
I'll
talking
play
to you.
anywhere. You could call me. You could get me on like Marvel collection right now. You'll probably dust me. All
Like
right, man.
I'm not much of a Marvel player, but we'll see. All right, man. Good
I
talking
got.
to you.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, bro.